Good evening and tonight, viewers. It's Three Roads Gaming, here with more Let's Play Breath of the Wild. The blue one's a different shrine. We did some off-screen foraging. And today I'm going to get the towers, of which there are only 2 remaining. Largely because there's a thing I want to do, and I would prefer to have the map visible to me. What the hell is this? Do I have a worse bow? No, but that bow's about to go away, so... might as well. There we are. But yes, all I have left... Ugh, sorry, viewers had to go off mic to cough. All that I have left is Hebra and Ridgeland Towers. And I've put pins roughly where they are. I looked them up on a map. Nope. Can't get that cold dragonfly, darner. Rushrooms. Didn't mean to do that. So many shoo-shoo jellies. Then again, if I want to make the elemental type of... thought I was going to get to watch that wolf drink. A wolf gonna drink? Okay, that was interesting. I was like, whoa, are we gonna actually watch this wolf drink? Okay, this might be freezing water. Oh yes, it's sparkly. Sparkly water is freezing water. You can cry honest, but I'm not gonna risk it, because it saps your health in a hurry. And there is nothing you can do to prevent it. Alright, fine. I'm going to be as careful as possible. I'm going to... yeah, put the cryonis blocks as close to one another as you can. But be careful, you don't want to destroy the one that's right under you. There we are. Alright. Anyway, this here's the Hebra region. I don't know if I've shown it so much on screen. It's cold. That's its gimmick. It's cold. Cold, it's snowy, it's... that's pretty much it. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to go around here, but can't. Well, you know what? Okay, I think Shada Null is higher up. As unnecessary as that detour was, it's kind of worth it to watch the wolf just disappear into water. I believe this is a major test of strength, so I will not be showing this one off on screen, because I've shown those off, and you know how I deal with them. There are a couple of cabins here. You got a bed you can rest in. Oh, sell me spot. I believe sell me spot is the shield surfing spot. Just, you know, alliteration. Everybody loves alliteration. Alright, then you got one of these jobs here. Alright, I'm gonna grab... Oh man, I wish I wouldn't have grabbed the gourmet meat last. You know what? There. I don't care about losing a bird thigh. You let it sit long enough after it drops. Come on, man. Don't make me a liar here. Maybe it only happens during snowstorms. Alright. Yeah, maybe it only happens in level 2 cold.
It is about to be.
That's true. Piss off, buddy. Oh. Oh, is it... Come on, buddy. Actually, why am I... There we are.
Urbosa's fury is ready.
It sure is. I'm still having to climb, but at least there's like a path here. Walk up the spine of the mountain. Also, that snow fox that was near me. They won't attack. They'll get near.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
They'll get near, but they won't like ever attack. There, let's see what happens here. There's no way I'm not on level 2 cold. There, finally. I was tired of being made a liar. I only lie to you guys when it's funny. There we are. We also got some more weapon slots. Alright. Oh, wow. I was pretty much dead on with that. So as long as I keep going straight, I should be good. And I have Rivali's Gale for any troublesome climbing I have to do. Also, if you run out of stamina while you're paragliding, you can do one last minute paraglide open right before you essentially die. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Is this what I think it is? Hold on here. Okay, I'm gonna do something here, viewers. So what you're supposed to do is... You're supposed to... Yeah, that's true. I don't want to be using it... There. I want to be using a fire sword that'll melt the snowballs. Fire sword has some, latent heat. So basically, how this works, you want to make the snowball big enough to hit the door and open it. Nominally, what you're supposed to do is basically chuck it down one of these slopes and pray. But all that matters is that really matters is that the snowball is big enough, not how fast it's going. So if we can just make the snowball bigger, say with the infinite mass trick, then eventually it'll hit. Thank you, infinite mass. Maybe that'll be enough. Okay, it won't be enough, but oh well. It'll eventually get big enough. And even if it's just like slow as shit hitting the door, if it's big enough, it'll there's no way this isn't big enough. Maybe it just needs to get a little bigger. Maybe it needs to hit it straight on. If you try to hit it with stasis, it'll just crumble. There is no way they have patched this. Okay, let's try this. Excellent! And yes, that is less annoying than making it happen. Alright, let's melt it. There we are. Sorry, buddy. You didn't have a snowball's chance in hell. I think this is just a blessing. I'll get it later. Some of these ones that actually take some elbow grease are real, actual, factual shrines as well. Alright. It's all good. That was like an agreeance, all right. The ice keys. It might, yeah, it might be on the other side of the mountain, basically. Alright, I'm gonna get up here. And then I'm gonna Rivali's Gale again. There we are. I can see the tower. Oh yeah, I forgot this one had the ice things. There. No, I'm not going to deal with these guys. Or I can just do this.
Mifa's grace is ready.
I mean, realistically, I'm never going to be at the base of the tower again. I'm going to use the tower as a vantage point and or a thing off of which to jump. So I can get rid of this pan. I was like dead on. I'm not going to say that was me. That was using a map, but still. It's not like I had any landmarks from which to draw. Hell yeah. One more. Alright, one tower left. But yeah, if you're trying to do that snowball thing legit, the snowballs, you will eventually run out of them. However, if you warp, they will respawn. So, the solution is simple. Place a travel medallion right there and just keep warping if you run out of snowballs. Or you could just go warp back to whatever the nearest shrine from there was. If you want to do things absolutely free of cheese. Okay, excellent. Ooh. Okay, there's a stable over there. Well, that's fine. Alright, now we're gonna go to the Ridgeland Tower. Hyrule has ridges. Like that one commercial for Ruffles. I think that was the only commercial for Ruffles that I remember. I think they introduced wavy lace and they were just kind of like, okay, you're done, Ruffles. Never that good anyway. They were okay at best. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the Thunder Helm here, because there's gonna be a lot of lightning action happening. Here it is, the last tower. Also want Cryonis at the ready. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a Stalnox. Not dealing with him. It's midnight, so he shouldn't be. Oh wow. I don't really fight them all that much. They're more worth fighting in the sequel because of what they drop. Oh, there's a Korok pinwheel. I guess I'll show this off. Let me... There. That was weird. Yeah, it's supposed to spawn a couple of, or, well, up to 5 targets. I'm gonna switch to shrines. This shrine. True. There we are. But yeah, anywhere between like 2 and 5 targets will appear when you see one of them pinwheels. And you gotta break them with your bow. They're usually very annoying. Ah, Keese eyeballs. Worth their weight in gold in the, sequel there. Screw you. There. I find these gentlemen very annoying. Here. There. Ugh. What kind of bow is that? Soldier's bow. Not really worth it. Oh, I thought one of those would be a skull horse. Or a stall horse, as you will. I don't remember. Looks pure white, but it could be just... Or I couldn't really tell from a distance. Yeah, because the pure white horse stands alone. And I think it's over... It might be like down in here. It's definitely in this region. Hyrule Hill or whatever it was called. We got this. That's not the direction in which I'm heading. Anyway, those ones are pretty self-explanatory. You cross the ring before it runs out and you get a Korok seed. Yes. These things happen. Alright, here we are at Ridgeland Tower. Anyway, these douchebags here can, Ooh, treasure chest. I'm wearing the thunder helmet, so... Yawn. I just didn't want it to destroy the chest. It is. Yeah, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, get on dry land with me. Come on. Come on. There we are. Alright, first one's dead. And yes, you can use the thunder to harm your enemies. Come on. There. Come on, friend. There we go. I can get at that. Ha Anyway, there's a few There's a few pieces of standable ground here. Let's see what'll happen to the cryonics thing if lightning hits me. Nothing. But yes, with the Thunder Helm, you can use thunder to harm your enemies. Oh, well, that would make sense. He's lightning elemental. Well then. Use another duplex bow. Come on. There we are. There we are. Yes, when those Wizrobe fellows... Come on. There we are. That could have ended very badly. Alright, just in case they decide they want round 2. There. Because those Wizrobes, if it wasn't already storming, could make it storm. That's one of the more challenging aspects of this tower, hence why I prefer to wait until I have the Thunder Helm. Because that turns it from a mere nuisance. Now that turns it into a mere nuisance from an actual threat. And we've done it. We have reclaimed the entire map. Yes, we have all of Hyrule. And then we got this guy here. There we are. If you just use a Rivali's Gale, it'll get you enough to do what he wants. I forget the minimum to get any sort of prize from him. But if you try to just jump down without any tricks, he'll be like, oh, that's not impressive enough for me. Alright. See if I got some enduring chow. No, but I've got some stamina chow. If it weren't raining, you could light the grass on fire and try and make an updraft happen. But I don't care about any of that. There we are. 773 meters. I'm fine with that. Now I'm done. Alright, well, we've... Here, I can drop this. Now, also, I saw at least... There we are. Oh, I've already pinned that shrine. Sorry, viewers almost sneezed there, so I went off mic. But anyway, now that we're done with this episode, next time, we are going to get all the memories. All of them. One of which will involve returning to Hyrule Castle, so that's why I wanted the entire map. Anyway, this has been Three Roads Gaming. Sure, I'm glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.